Ich würde sagen, wir reisen jetzt mal fix nach da drüben und gucken mal bei der guten Shogun vorbei, ja? Eben bei der Abenteurergilde. Hallo, Kässchen.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ja, du mich auch. So, jetzt.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
Was? Ja?
be the most suitable candidate, right?
Der kommt ja ganz schön verdächtig hier rüber.
indeed, as ever.
Ja, toll, super. Alle Aufträge der Welt liegen auf meinen
I will
Schultern.
spare the
Super.
pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Natürlich, wir sind ja da.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred Sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Oh je, das ist ja nicht gut, ne?
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Da müssen wir uns drum kümmern.
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target.
Okay. Das ist blöd.
The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
Und so ein bisschen, ne? Also nicht viel, aber
Then you
ja.
can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Hound's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them.
Also alles gesagt, die ganze Commission, die Tenryu Commission kommt dagegen nicht an und dann soll ich das jetzt mit meinem 4-Mann-Team machen.
Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters.
Okay, ja
The
gut dann.
Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Hounds has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Ja, dann würde ich mal sagen, es ist Zeit, ein paar Welpen zum Heulen zu bringen, ja?
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Quatsch, kein Thema.
We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Genau so, Paimon. Flüchtige Träume. Oh, hier im Imperatix Umbressa.
Sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it. Time to teach him a lesson.
Ja, wir hüpfen. Ja, gut. Also dann, wir sollen denen eine kleine Lehrstunde verpassen. Dann machen wir das doch. Wir huschen mal hier hinten rüber. Ja, na Kanara. Ja, alles gut. Oh, scheiße. Was soll ich von hier aus? Naja. Gerade was gesehen? Nee, habe ich nicht. Na gut, dann. Doggies! Doggy, 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 Doggies! Ach, das sind die Viecher, scheiße. Ja, diese Rüstungsrichtungen tun natürlich ultra weh, ne?
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink! Hey! Incinerate! Inadmissible up! Speed
So, okay, das tut dir auf jeden Fall schon mal weh. Da wir aber trotzdem keine Heilung haben, kriegen wir natürlich trotzdem gut auf die Kauleiste, ne?
Motion to wow, there are so many of them. No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help. Come on, travelers, you can take it.
Hätte ich das gewusst, hätte ich das Barbara-Team reingenommen. Mist.
Incinerate. Cut to the chase.
Ja, dann schnitzeln wir sie mal so weg hier. Eieiei. Oh. Ja.
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Ja, wer weiß, ne?
Oh, it's you two.
Wer bist du? Marionette oder die wahre Puppe?
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
Und was bringt dich dieses Mal heraus?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
Ja, immerhin, immer gerne.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Okay.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rifthounds.
Ja, wir hauen die gerne alle weg. Kannst aber gerne mitkommen.
I
Ich
considered
habe
this
kein Thema,
matter
kein
worthy of
Problem
my
damit.
attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
Ja, aber es scheint, glaube ich, keine Angelegenheit zu sein, die die Aufmerksamkeit eines Archons benötigt.
If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rifthounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
Welche schreckliche Katastrophe? Können wir da mal ein bisschen zurückspulen?
A disaster?
Genau, danke,
Yes.
Paimon.
500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma.
Okay.
Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the rifthounds were always their advance guard. Their duty
Das
was
ist
to
schlecht.
tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Vor 500 Jahren. Kaineria, also?
So you've heard of it too.
Scheinbar, ne?
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
Ich werde ganz bestimmt nicht über dich urteilen. Wenn du hier auftauchst und meinst, dass es notwendig ist, dann hat das wahrscheinlich schon seine Richtigkeit. Ganz einfach, Ei.
But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess
Deswegen,
you
alles
can't
gut.
argue with that.
Sehe ich. Lieber einen Mitstreiter mehr als einen
Since
zu
we are both
wenig,
here
ne?
for the same reason, let us work together.
Ja, auf geht's.
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Dann auf geht's. Let's
Paimon
fetz.
feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
Von mir aus, dann erfahren wir halt eben ein bisschen mehr über Kaineria. Ich kriege mir sogar einen Andenken-Shop.
Similar to the color when the sacred sakura takes damage.
Da brauche ich ja immer noch so ein bisschen drauf, ne?
It should be this way.
Au! Oh, die schiebe ich mit. Da hoch. Okay, das Spiel, das weist mich ganz klar an, dass ich hier hochgehen soll. Oh. Ach, hier ganz ehrlich. Sollte passen. Hallo? Oh, ich habe glaube ich schon angemacht, oder? Okay.
You give,
Gott, bin ich gut. Das war Können, absolut. Da unten. Ich würde mir fast behaupten, es geht da unten in diesen Untergrund rein, ne?
Lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
Na, das ist doch gut, immerhin.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh?
Was war das?
What's this?
Oh mein Gott, wie schrecklich!
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Ja, und wahrscheinlich auch nicht das letzte Mal, ne?
But why would they appear here?
Komm, ey, erzähl
Let's
mal.
search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you
Ruhig.
still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you, there's no escaping them.
Ja, für die Monster, hast du recht, ja.
We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
Was ist dann passiert?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
Ja, sehe ich hier gerade nicht, es sei eben Nacht, aber ansonsten, ne?
Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left.
Ja, ich denke nicht.
The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
Und die ist doch hier.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun?
Da. Lebensgroß und live in Farbe.
You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun.
Ja, ich glaube, du bist tot.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember.
Das ist echt so hübsch.
There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? but how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Ja, die liegen ja auch noch in einem Stück da. Wahrscheinlich schlafen sie nur.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma.
Genau so.
Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Ja. Wir sagen, er verschwindet. Vielleicht muss die gute A alle Seelen oder hier die Seelen der Gefallenen, ja, ihren Frieden schenken.
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
Das gleiche ist mit der kleinen Ming passiert. Huh?
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
Hier, meinte vorhin, dass Amise Kitsune, Saigu und du abwesend gewesen sind.
Yes.
Was war das?
Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Scheinbar, ne?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last.
Gut, wir können ja die restlichen Wurzeln suchen und vielleicht finden wir die Antwort darauf.
But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself.
Hey.
Das ist der Fluss, den Yai Miko erwähnt hatte?
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
Ja. Das ist halt immer die große Gefahr, ne? Jemanden, den man liebt, beim Sterben zuzugucken. Im Endeffekt, ja. Nachdem man selber unsterblich ist, wie ich mal davon ausgehe, wie es ja hier bei den Göttern mit den Archons so ist, dass Zumindest leben die ja sehr lang, ne? Das ist schon eigentlich eine harte Nummer. Da muss aber jeder selber für sich entscheiden, ne? Auch der Wunsch aufs ewige Leben, ich weiß nicht. Schwierig. Oh komm, jetzt nimmst du doch mal in den Arm hier, hä? Bisschen seelischen Beistand.
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
Also steckst du nicht mehr in der Vergangenheit fest, das ist gut.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters.
Tja. Wie es ja immer so ist, ne? Eine Tür schließt sich und zwei andere gehen auf.
Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward.
Ja. Im Angesichts des Todes, was hast du noch für eine Möglichkeit? Kampflos aufgeben?
All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
Ich muss gerade mal gucken, in welche Kamera ich die ganze Zeit gucke. Weil irgendwie beide aktiv sind, warum auch immer. Naja, aber es ist die richtige. Also ihr da seid die richtige. Tja, das ist es, worum es beim Menschsein geht, ne?
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Ja, was erwartest du, Paimon?
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Mach mal. Ich begleite dich natürlich gerne.
Don't blink!
Ich darf mal ein paar mitnehmen.
Suspected there are a load of rift hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Now you shall perish.
Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass es uns relativ schnell auflädt.
There is no escape.
Ja, die hauten Schaden raus einfach, ne? Ich muss unbedingt diese komische Sturmrufer von Seite, ihrem, oder wie es heißt, machen. Ich muss die unbedingt aufboosten, hochboosten und
Something seems
leveln.
wrong with A.
Geht's dir gut, meine Liebe?
Why would you ask that?
Ich mir Sorgen um dich mache?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time.
Zum
I
Beispiel.
must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ich glaube, die hast du, die Macht.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Das ist genau wie vorher.
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guys talking about 500 years ago, too?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Dafür brauchen wir keine Augen, dafür brauchen wir nur eine gute Nase, ne?
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After
mal
all,
gucken.
it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Ich möchte mehr über die Vergangenheit erfahren.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away.
Ja.
Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
Und wie kommt es, dass du nicht in Panik gerätst? Vielleicht, weil er nichts sieht.
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing
Schön.
she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
Das ist auf jeden Fall weise. Das hört sich gar nicht nach Ei an. Das entspricht überhaupt nicht der Definition von Ewigkeit, ne? Machen wir das da unten.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew.
Ja, das Ergebnis würde dir auf jeden Fall gefallen. Furuyama.
But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh?
Ach, die Arme.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum.
Alles gut. Ich glaube, das wird sie dir verzeihen.
One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere
right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself.
Wir wissen, wo dein Tiergeschirr zu finden ist.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me.
Ja, irgendwann sind wir das erste Mal, ne?
I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Also zum Kamisato-Anwesen.
Incoming.
Wer nehme ich die noch mit? Die Blüten, wenn ich gerade mal schon so viele hier anfinden kann, ne? Dann nutzen wir das auch mal. Nein, da will ich hin. Ja, ja. So. Hallo, wir brauchen mal ein Teeset.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun.